In this video, we are going to show you some of the tools and tips you will need to enforce against unauthorized sellers. Before I show you around the app, I wanted to share with you some key concepts that have worked for over the last 10 years in achieving a 95% success rate in stopping unauthorized sellers for our clients. But with that said, there's not a magic button that makes unauthorized sellers go away. It is a series of steps, timing, persistence, and know-how that is able to convince the seller that you mean business and have the legal authority to enforce your trademark. What we have provided are a suite of tools that makes that enforcement easy to do and track. The first step of enforcement can be done from several tabs: the dashboard, Sellers tab, Unauthorized Sellers, the Reports tab, Buy Box Violations and MAP Violations, as well as the Product Sourcing Intelligence tab. From all of these tabs, you will be able to see exactly who is causing the most damage financially, products they are selling, and their seller identity that Amazon has provided. The next step is very important. The seller identity is only what the seller has provided to Amazon and is very limited in data and many times inaccurate. If the verified column is red, then the ID is not verified for accuracy by eEnforce. It is strictly Amazon's data. If it is green, then our investigators have verified the information, and this is what we call court-verified and trustworthy. To request a verified ID, just click the checkboxes of the sellers you want verified IDs on and the Enforce Now button. From there, you can choose to pay for a verified ID. Once verified, you can select the option for us to send out your enforcement letter on your behalf. The information provided in a verified ID is 1. Name and address of person and/or business behind the store name, which is verified by our investigators as accurate through law enforcement approved databases and open source intelligence. 2. Known phone numbers and probability of accuracy. 3. A known valid email when available, however may or may not be their primary email. This gives you all of the same ammo we use to send letters to unauthorized sellers. If you wish to send enforcement letters to unverified IDs, you can also do that by clicking the Enforce Now button and checking Send Unverified Letter. Frequency. We find that the timing and frequency of the enforcement letters are important. We typically wait 7 to 10 days before sending out a second letter. Many times the seller is trying to sell out of the product and is in the process of complying. We also find that if the seller does not remove their products after you have sent a second enforcement letter, then the seller does not believe that you will follow through with your enforcement, or do not believe that you have the right legal structure to enforce against them. If either of these are the case, then our next video on What if they don't comply will guide you through some options of what to do next.